Battle of the Challenges podcast with Vincent Cloud.
And David Lauer.
This is the Duel, episode 11 review. We'll have to start with this because, again, it kind of, I don't know, let's just get through it. Let's get through the mushy gushy stuff with CT and DM.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Alright, so it starts off at the bar. They're all at the bar, actually, and they're all drinking and shit. And DM saying, like, how you impacted my life, CT, and CT he says, I don't know why you're with me, right? And she's like, no, I'm with you or whatever. And then he's like, I'll get you to see eventually. I'll get you to see what I see. Once he's finally gotten her to turn and like, oh, yeah, I'm with you, CD. Now he's like, I don't know why you're with me. I'm an asshole. One day you'll see me as the monster that I am.
I thought he meant something completely different when he said that. I thought he said, you'll see in yourself, be able to see what he sees in her. Like, I thought he was saying, I don't see why you like me, but I want you to see why I like you.
Yeah. Oh, that's better. That's not as sinister as what I thought. I thought CT was like, I don't know, it's like, now that I have you, I'm going to ruin your life. You know what I mean? Something like that. I don't know.
No, but I mean, it would work that way, too. That's why he said it, because it's so clever to work both ways.
Meanwhile, Kina and Jody are drinking. Kina's talking about Svetlana. She's like, she wants to go home. You can just tell. And it's kind of true. You were saying, like, Svetlana has a lot of
quitting her. And then, yeah, she's like, sometimes things get tough. I just want to give up. And then she just goes right out and says it. And she's like, yeah, I can just call my dad and he can just fly me out of here, like, immediately.
That's
like,
right.
You put in all this time and effort and you're just going to be like, well, now I'm really going to have to try, so maybe I'll just go home. Why should I have to try to get money?
So Kina's not being, she is telling the truth about Svetlana. She does seem to want to go home.
Yeah, and if Svetlana's not being passionate about why she's there, like, I would gang up on her, too. Like, all those chicks are right to gang up on her.
So anyways, Anissa walks up, and Kina's like, oh, I'm never going to call you out, Anissa, and shit like that. So basically, Kina is saying it's Svetlana. But Kina, all of a sudden, we mentioned how she's been almost non-existent this season. Now she's all over the episode.
Yeah.
Why? Because she's going to go to the duel. However, she had a lot to say, and I was kind of surprised. You never hear anything from Kina this entire season, and now she's doing all the talking. She's building herself up. I'm like, where has this chick been?
Well, the thing was is that she was trying to build herself up and, like, name her best attribute. She's like, oh, I'm really small. I'm not big, but I'm strong. And then Jody was like, oh, it's because you got a lot of heart. You got a lot of heart in you. Yeah. She's like, no. Not that either. It's just because I'm crazy. Like, okay.
I'll vouch for her previous season, the Gauntlet 2, and she was the leader for her entire team. She did really well. In fact, I was like a fan of hers. And this is a totally different Kina this season. Non-existent. She's not even like entertaining me, like saying anything cool or not even cute. She's always saying like, oh, I'm little and shit. That's why it doesn't work for me. So I'm like, so you're basically Casey, but with a better political play. All these women here are really kind of talking themselves up. Women who haven't really been saying much this entire season. And, Jody's saying eventually these women are going to get desperate and call me into the duel. And all I got to say about that is good luck. Jody hasn't had to worry about that at all because she's been consistently winning and she has a great alliance with her. Yeah.
And like I was saying last episode, Beth is gone and Robin's gone, and those were the two biggest competitors for Jody. And now that they're gone, she's in the driver's seat.
Remember she was sunning herself outside? CT was saying to DM and Kina, you gotta call her out. She's the top dog. One of you guys have to strike at her. And even Kina mentions that Jody's a different person from when she's doing the missions to when she's doing the eliminations because she would break down. She's gone to eliminations and she would get completely upset that she would be called into one, and then she would get nervous and fuck up something in the elimination. She's just a ball of nerves when it comes to eliminations, but these missions, she's Superwoman. She's nearly unbeatable. I like the fact that now people are turning on to the top dog.
Yeah, but at the same time, I don't feel like any of them have a chance against her. I mean, if it was like Ascender and they're able to put the puzzle together faster, might be able to beat her.
Let's get to the day's mission, for crying out loud. Icebreakers. It's a female duel day, and the guys, they're going to win the clubs. Good old Callaway golf clubs, and then you get a free private lesson with David Ledbetter.
David Bedwetter.
David Bedwetter.
Yeah.
Grow up.
And more recycling of the prizes. Every episode, it's just like, you're going to win an Xbox 360. Oh, you're gonna win a Seiko watch. Oh, you're gonna win more hockey tickets.
The last time we saw these clubs, they were for the women to win. So now if you're a guy, hey, like, I'm sure there's some guy golfer fans. I mean, guy golfers out there. What guy doesn't like to golf? You golf.
Yeah.
I've golfed. Most of our friends have golfed, so.
As a viewer, I don't like to see recycled ideas. Come on.
Well, there's
Something
nothing
new and fresh.
There's nothing recycled about this icebreakers thing, right?
No,
It's
that
pretty
was
inventive.
cool.
You
Yeah.
take a big block of ice. I don't know how much it weighs. Looks like it's pretty heavy. Plop it on your grate that's kind of elevated like a table. Take your sledgehammer. Wear your goggles though and your gloves.
Yeah, safety first.
Yeah, smash that and then you smash the pieces with your hammer. The pieces fall through the grate and those ice pieces fall into a bucket down below. And you have about 5 minutes and you have to go back, grab one at a time, an ice chunk at a time, smash that. Whoever has the most ice in their bucket in 5 minutes will win this thing, man. So let's start off with I don't know, what else is there to say really?
There's not like a whole lot you can really say with this one. Like
Yeah.
they showed Wes having some strategy of how he's gonna like try and let some of the ice melt some. So he's trying to keep as much ice on the table as possible. Other than that, we just saw them smashing and grabbing blocks and smashing them to hell. But there's nothing insightful you can say about smashing ice.
No.
And especially the way they presented it, because there was nothing really to see other than smashing it. Then they announced the winners, and you're like, okay.
Yeah, so in the end, with the guys, Evan wins. This is his 6th win. His 6th fucking win, man.
Can we just like give him the crown or the cape or like whatever he's getting the trophy? Because I feel like Evan's gonna win.
All right, so Evan wins first. Wes was in 2nd place, followed by CT in 3rd, and Brad was in 4th place. That's gotta suck. Yeah. But we're not surprised. Like Brad, he's got to pick up his game. I feel like otherwise he's just been depending on these votes. But Robin's gone.
Yeah, he does definitely seem like the weak link out of all those guys.
Yeah. All right, let's get to the girls. Going into this, you were just like Jody.
Mm-hmm.
You're just like, it's gonna be Jody.
Yeah, she's so much stronger, and then like you see the way they're swinging the hammers, and it's like and then like Kina, she was actually doing like a full swing. I was like, okay, good job, Kina. It's gonna be between Kina and Jody.
Yeah, see, like she was just talking a big game. They're like, you don't want to mess with me. I am such a bitch. I will destroy you.
Yeah, and part of that is just talking smack about other ones. Like, oh, so-and-so can't do this.
Yeah.
They don't have a chance.
So all of a sudden, Kina becomes that person in my eyes in the beginning of this episode. But once the mission starts, she's fucking hauling ass on those bricks of ice bricks.
Bricks of ISIS?
ISIS. Oh my god. No. Keep your head.
But yeah, she was taking full giant swings at it. So
yeah.
And then Diem and Svetlana were kind of doing
the little tap tap
little dainty.
Tap, tap.
They should have put on tap shoes and just tried to dance on it.
Yeah, like the Rockefellerettes. Let's just cut to the chase. Jody wins 1st place. This is her 5th win this season. Kina came in 2nd.
Okay.
It's just like Kina's like, pardon the pun, too little too late.
Yeah.
She showed up for this mission, but then she just couldn't.
Yeah, Svetlana, she was very close behind though. Like, it was surprising.
Yeah, it was Jody, Kina, then Svetlana, Anissa, and then in last was Diem.
I completely forgot Anissa even existed. Blends in sometimes.
Yeah, she does. She can change her look all she wants, and please stop though.
Yeah, with her weird spiky mohawk and like the interview, like.
I would be pulling a Robin right now if I was still in the house. I'm like, what are you?
For the real issue, I feel like Diem needs to start sharing those wigs she has. She has multiple wigs, multiple colors. Come on. Give Anissa like 1 or 2. Here's my pink wig. You can wear it. It'll look better than your hair.
No. See, the thing is, if you give her more wigs, she's going to change her look even more. No, I'm saying give her one thing. Give her one look. By God, just even if it's just the stupid yellow spikes, the hair spikes, just stick with a look because I'm just always like, who are you? Because sometimes she's looking fine. She's got like this long hair and shit. I'm like, oh, she kind of looks good. And then I'm just like, it's Anissa,
Really? I've never thought that about Anissa.
For like 2 seconds where she looks completely different in her confessional. Clearly, when she recorded it after the season was over, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just jarring, man. And I don't like it. So let's get to deliberations. Jody chooses Evan. Evan chooses Diem. Diem chooses CT. Let's just get to the meat and potatoes of the thing. CT chooses Kina. She chose Brad. Wes walks off, so he doesn't have to make any
So
decisions.
it's between Anissa and Svetlana.
And this is good. At least Kina didn't make Wes decide between his friends. So now Brad has to choose, and he picks Anissa. And Svetlana said this. Me and Anissa actually have an agreement that we're just going to alternate duels, because realistically they're always going to be at the bottom. So maybe they even told Brad and everyone else, they're like, okay, if we're clearly going to go in the duel, we're going to be taking turns. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Only Anissa and Svetlana are left, right?
Yeah.
Who you put on the bottom rung to go into the duel depends on who they're going to pick. So Svetlana's going in there. Who did you think she was going to choose? Were you even wondering at all, or were you just like, I don't care? Like, choose.
I wasn't really thinking about it, but then I was like, oh, she'll probably go after Diem because she's really like she's a skinny, easy target. But it's like, yeah, Diem or Kina. That's basically the same thing. Like, there's not much of a difference. If Anissa was there, she was gonna go against Kina too. So I feel like either of them would have called her out.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Kina almost got free. I mean, she almost saved herself, but she got beat by Jody, the most consistent player. But she really tried her best this time. But again, too little, too late. So now Svetlana calls in Kina. Kina says, it doesn't surprise me that Svetlana called me out because she's been playing defense this entire time. And now she's decided to strike or whatever. So again, she's talking herself up like, oh, now she feels like she could take on the queen or some shit. So I don't mind it though. I don't mind all her shit talking because we'll get to push me. They draw the card. Explain this one again, Dave. Can you explain?
This is a giant like log on like a pivot in the center, and then you both gotta try and push your end. It's kind of like a clock almost.
Yeah.
But a really long hand of a clock. So it's not like a clock at all.
Okay, if it was
exactly like a clock, but nothing like a clock.
If it was frozen on 6 o'clock.
Yes, you're both trying to go from 6 to noon or noon to 6. Right?
No, you're trying to get to
3 o'clock.
3 or 9.
Yeah. Are they trying to go after 3 o'clock or 9 o'clock? I feel like 9 o'clock. It's night out.
They're trying to get to 9 o'clock.
Yeah. So you have Svetlana, who is at noon.
I thought you were going to get serious for a second.
Wow. Starting at 6. And they're both going for 9 o'clock. But yeah, you could totally tell that Kina was spot on. She was talking shit. She was super confident.
Yeah.
She had the eye of the tiger, basically. And then Svetlana, she just...
Oh my God.
Just like, you could, like, in her interview, she's talking about, she's like, all I need to do is try not to give up this time, because that seems to be a pattern.
Yeah, and she was just so droopy D about everything. Yeah. It was like, oh, wow.
And that was in the interview, but then you see her there, like, all psyched up and ready to push the log, and she just has a blank stare on her face, like, all right, ready to go home. But, I mean, I guess that's her game face, apparently, because...
Yeah.
Like, it looks like she's just, like, completely zoned out, but it's just her face, apparently.
Or maybe it was some sort of elaborate ruse. Like, she was trying to psych her out, like, saying, oh, look, Svetlana's not even going to try. And then she comes out of the gates, But they're stalemated, basically.
I know. At first, it was like, 9 minutes in. You're like,
yeah.
Holy shit, they haven't moved in 9 minutes.
I think Svetlana said she was more on the offense, though. And Kina mostly just kind of placed herself in.
Yeah, just kind of dug her feet into the ground, and then after, like, I don't know, it ended up going like 30 minutes. You could see, like, where their feet were. They were basically, like, digging holes in the dirt because they were pushing back so much. Just, constantly getting their grip on the ground and pushing, but not going anywhere.
Yeah.
Just completely stuck at noon and 6.
It's a minute 37.
Holy crap, we went to 37?
No, I mean, no, we're going to continue. Oh. But at minute 37, Kina started to complain about the arch in her foot was really beginning to strain in her left foot or something like that. She was kind of complaining about it. She's like, this kind of hurts, but I'm just still placing myself in that position. So we cut to 47 minutes. All of a sudden, Svetlana just starts pushing. Kina actually holds onto the log and gets carried back to 9. Right?
Yeah, she totally... Or no, yeah. Wait, no, she went to 3. She went from 6 to 3.
Oh, right.
Right? No, yeah. God damn it. Alright. We need to just do military time. Would that make it easier? No, that would make it far more complicated.
she pushed her to 0300.
But what if it was PM? That would be like pushing her to 1500 hours. But it,
Correct,
yeah, because
Sergeant.
like Svetlana said, she's like she looked over at Kina and she like just saw on her face just like totally in pain and making those weird grunting noises like trying to intimidate her. Like I couldn't really hear any, but you kind of saw her like going. I wish they really would have had a microphone up there and like gotten some of those sounds. That would have been pretty funny.
It's like, where has she been this entire season? All of a sudden, Kina's just there, giving us so much. I don't know, who are you rooting for at this point? Because now Svetlana just pushes Kina back. Kina's just ripping out of the log, getting pulled back like it's over. Svetlana wins. Were you voting for Svetlana? Were you voting for Kina?
I wasn't really rooting for either. Because like to me, it's like I don't really care for Kina because I don't know her personality. I've never been blown away by her personality.
Fair enough.
She's good looking, but that's her only attribute that I like.
Yeah, they're all good looking. That doesn't matter.
Svetlana, she's just like has no passion at all. It seems like, but she's good looking. I'm like, okay, so I don't know. There's neither one I'm rooting for, but the entire time it's like, okay, one of them is gonna slip. Their feet are gonna slip, and then I feel like Kina could have won it if she would have just put more effort into it from the beginning. Like, I really feel like if those first 10 minutes, she would have really tried, but instead she's like, I'm just gonna play defense and lean on the log and just kind of put all the weight on my feet and my calves and just hang out.
Yeah, that's how she hurt her foot. She was even saying that she thought she might have broke it. Like, everyone's just like, holy shit. Like, are you okay? She's like crying and sobbing. She's saying how much her foot hurts and stuff.
She definitely didn't break it because it's just like pushing on something. But yeah, she definitely like did some tissue damage to like her, probably her calf muscle, I'm assuming. But I mean, a lot of that could have just been like, hey, instead of just standing on your toes the entire time, putting all that pressure on your heel and your arch of your foot, you can turn your foot sideways a little bit and use a little bit different form, switch legs a little bit. But it seemed like she was only standing in that same position the whole time.
Yeah, for fucking 47 minutes.
47 minutes.
Yeah. It's funny, like, she's crying, she's sobbing. She's like, I wasn't good enough, Brad.
Oh, yeah.
She's crying to Daddy. Brad is the father of the challenge. He's like, hey, it's okay. Your body shut down. You know what that meant? That meant you gave it everything you had.
I mean, yeah, she did give it everything she had. I don't think she used proper technique. She should have went more all out at the beginning.
Yeah.
But your body does completely fail on you. I mean, in a way, it is giving your 100%.
Brad was the only person who was like, oh, there you go. But Evan comes up, he's like, what the hell's the matter with you?
That was awesome. So funny. And the thing was, she wasn't even like pissed. She was like, shut up.
And Svetlana's like, you know what? I punked you out. You're pathetic. You're just making all these excuses. Like, I won. I beat your ass or something like that. And it's cool because before they were saying how she's trying to be all Russian gangster and like be all badass and shit. I buy it. I love her arm tattoo. I love everything about Svetlana. I'm cheering on for Svetlana, man.
Team Coconuts, all right.
Coconuts. Coconuts. You gotta pick someone. You're picking Jody, right? Largemouth bass Jody. Why did you keep on saying she has a largemouth? I don't see it still.
Don't?
Yeah.
Oh, she does.
Yeah? Oh.
Trust me.
Well, it's the mouth of a champion? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, she can put coconuts in there. I don't know. What chicken? I don't know. I mean,
we got the
hottest.
Diem
is, sympathy.
Yeah, they're all emotions. They're all inside-out characters.
Anissa, she's annoying, so I don't like her. Jody's not annoying. She's just a great competitor. She's the most well-rounded female competitor. She's not unlikable in any way.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, Team Jody, I suppose.
Team Jody.
But I feel like, that's like rooting for like Peyton Manning or something. It's like he's the best at what he does, and she's the best. I feel like she is the favorite. I'm kind of rooting for Diem, but he has no chance if she goes against Jody.
So we're at the final four for the women. They should have gave a little cheers and made that cool like the guys did previously. There's the final four. Now you're saying you're rooting for Jody, but let's hear who you think is going to be in the final. Who's the chick who's going to go against Jody?
Probably end up being Anissa or Svetlana. I just don't have confidence in Diem because she's just so skinny, so small.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I think Svetlana and Diem are almost the same. I don't know. To me, it does.
Yeah, they are, basically, but I feel like Svetlana still seems to have a strength to her. We've seen her before, even when she was going against Beth in that pole push. I thought Beth was going to destroy her. Like, there was no way. But she did hold out a really long time, and it seemed like Beth should have gotten to that flag a lot sooner.
Yeah, Diem didn't inspire us at all with her performance. She was last.
Only
She
thing
was doing
Diem
good
does
for a
well
while.
is run. You know,
Yeah.
she has that endurance, but that's her only thing she does well.
Kina's out of here, and Wes is like, hey, you know what? I'm actually glad Svetlana's around. You know, Svetlana and Nisa got to keep my girls here. Not only are they friends and I like them, but I'm a selfish bastard. Like, I want their votes.
Coming down to the guys, like I feel like it's gonna be CT and Evan, but I'm a big Wes fan. I've always been a Wes fan, and I want him to win it, but I don't feel like he has a chance. And then I feel like Brad is the last guy in the totem pole.
Now that I'm thinking about it, Svetlana and Anissa, they're working together. Now we have Final Four and Diem and Jody. So the alliance is completely even right now.
Oh wow.
That's really going to affect not only the girls, but the guys. I mean, Wes has 2 votes right there. He's sitting pretty good. Evan has Diem because he saved her. CT has Diem. Evan has Jody for sure. Brad has Jody, I guess, and Diem. So now it's basically Wes. He has his 2 bitches.
But having 2 of those girls, that's always going to be someone who's going to save him. But I feel like if Brad or CT or Evan, they're going to probably call out Wes, wouldn't they? Or would they call out Brad?
They could. Anything
They
could
could
happen.
go
I'm just
either
saying,
way.
in terms of women's votes, 3 guys have to share those 2 chicks, and then Wes has 2 chicks. So yeah, Svetlana, she's the victor, man, and I'm proud of her. This is her 2nd overall. So now she's got a Seiko watch. Woo,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. And Svetlana's just saying, you know what? I'm gonna have to go into every single duel to take all these girls out. And she's like made peace with it. She's not necessarily being the whole like, oh, I'm gonna give up, but she's also so dead-eyed where she's like, I'm just gonna go in every duel. She's probably thinking, there's no way I'm gonna beat Jody, and she's just gonna have to take out Anissa and Diem.
I'm excited for the next one. Just because now it's so condensed. I have it 4 on 4.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have anything else to add to this?
I don't think so.
No. What should they do if they like this, Dave?
Click on the love button.
The love button.
Or you could settle for the like button.
Yeah. Let's not rush things. Click the like button.
Yeah. Let's take things slow.
Yeah. Subscribe. Check out our channel because we have a whole crop of episodes. Make sure to check out Battle of the Exes too. That was our first season that we covered.
Mm-hmm.
And I also have the Gauntlet I'm covering. Like, I made a pilot. I put it out there with the means of like, oh, this is the next John Carter trilogy. But then the first John Carter comes out, and you're just like, I like it, but... Okay, I'll say this about it. I've decided to mix it up. I'm going to start taking YouTube comments from the Gauntlet episodes, and I'll just include that in the podcast. So I could either agree or disagree, but I'll be like some people are saying like Coral is a dumb ass idiot. Like she doesn't do shit, and everyone's stupider than her, and that's why she's a politician in this game. I'm like, holy shit, that is some words. So I'm gonna take those from the YouTube comments and cover it in the Gauntlet episodes.
But don't reference them and say who it's from. Just use those as your own ideas.
No, I want it to be interactive, so that way people keep watching those episodes along with me. And afterwards, they could leave a little comment, hashtag Battle of the Challenges podcast. Then I'll know that, oh, that means you want to be mentioned in the podcast. Yeah. This is the first time I've announced it, but yeah, that's planned for the next episode. So get in on it. So I'm Vincent Cloud.
I'm David Lauer. And the clock has struck 9, right? Or 12? 9.
Oh god, now I have to include all those clock jokes. And then it is worst nightmare.